up, YouTube? Going down the highway today. What's going on? Just going a quick drive time to the big city, so we thought we'd check in and get some company while we're going. You know, who was that? Sparks already in here? Hey, what's up, Sparks? I'm late? Yeah, I know. I had to stop for gas. I am late. You're right. But going to the big city, so checking in with, seeing what's going on the YouTube. See how everybody's doing. LS, what's going on? Saw you over in Wes's chat last night. Wes has been dragging those chats out late. I checked in, did some work and listened and hung up, ate some dinner, came back up, and Wes was still going. That's like rare for him, you know. Christina, how goes it? Yeah, how's it going? It's going good. We're going to the big city today, so just doing the drive time thing, seeing what everybody's up to while I motivate down the highway. Angel R, how's it going? The 20D chess continues, Angel. Have you heard? You know? The 20D chess continues. Trump is outsmarting everybody. Yeah, Angel, did I talk to you? Yeah, I talked about that X-22 report. Yeah, I talked about that. I can't remember how much I got on which chat or whatnot. Going to Reno, Christina. Reno. That's the only big city around here. Carson doesn't really constitute big city. It's just a normal city. West started having rules. Yeah, you ruined it, huh? Just like government, you get a little bit, it gets too big for itself. About to head to lunch, Midwest. My goodness, I'm still drinking my coffee. We're not even on the interstate yet here. Uh-oh. This isn't good. This is not a space where, oh, and there's lights. There's flashy red, blue lights. I'm gonna have to take a detour. How am I gonna do this? Yeah, that's a bad sign. Well, it might take us a little longer than we expected, unless I can find a detour here, which I have an idea what to do, but it's like everybody else is taking it too. Because traffic should not be backed up at a standstill like this. Anywhere in Carson, at least. This should not happen. Arguing with Wrangler Star, huh? Going big time. Hey, RG Homestead, good morning. How are you? How's things? As soon as I get around this traffic, we might give you a view. Unless you want to look at the back of this truck right now. It's good. This is one of those times where it's good to know the local roads and not have to go exactly straight ahead to get to where you want to go. Yeah, multiple flashing lights up there. Yellow, red, green, yellow, blue, all of them. Bad sign. So if we can see if we can zip through here and around. What's Wrangler start talking about? I saw he put a video, was it about a knife? You arguing about knives? That's right. I didn't comment on your knife club. I was like, you got a knife club, a gun club? How many clubs you belong to, Midwest? You got too much time on your hands to have so many clubs. You know what I'm saying? Now this side street has become a freeway. Everybody's on it. Anybody versed in propertarianism? What is that? Proprietarism? Is that like a epistemology thing or a What is that all about? Oh, of course. Everybody else got the word early and took the other detour. I'd have took that road to begin with if I would have known as well. Yep. Hang on. Oh. Your Californians are thick? Yeah, they are, Christina. They're thick everywhere. Oh my goodness, where was I last weekend? I was driving back to Reno and forth, and like every other car was a California plate. It's daggone scary. Prepper Princess did a video yesterday. She's thinking about getting out of San Francisco, that area where she's at. And like, yeah, you can come to Nevada like the rest of the Californians do, but I mean, it's not what I would call cheap. I mean, all the Californians are driving all the prices up on property and stuff, but it's kind of leveled out this spring. But we'll see how it goes. Yep, Californians are everywhere. School and shooting in Colorado. Yeah, I saw that from yesterday. I saw that. I don't think anybody was killed though, right? It was just injuries. I didn't hear that anybody was killed in that, which is fortunate. And somebody took action, and another student tackled the guy. Which I don't even know if the guy, the shooter was a student either. I don't think they confirmed that he was a student. Because he was 18, they hadn't confirmed the last I saw that he was actually even enrolled there. He may have been a former, or he knew somebody there or something like that. But another student tackled him, I guess, and that's a good thing. Somebody took action to end it, at least, as best they could. I don't know if he got injured or not. He pronounced something and wouldn't say why. Oh, he shadowed? Oh, he promoted something. Wait. Then swapped it back. Wouldn't say why after selling a bunch. Well, that's interesting. So he had a take back. Was it a buyback deal? So he shadow banned you though. That's pretty. How does he shadow ban you? How does a channel do that? You made 10 accounts. Well, Midwest, make sure you watch this video on 10 different accounts. Get the view time. Get those views up. Let's get 10 likes in here just from Midwest. Nice. Up north, hopefully, not in Vegas, right? Anywhere but Vegas would be ideal. That's cool. You got a proposed timeline to move? Okay, LS1, 18-year-old passed. Was that the guy that tackled him? That passed away? That would seem to be the logical conclusion. He probably took a shot to do that, but wait, who's that? Chipper66. Hey, what's going on? Finally home? Oh, that's all good. What's up? The shooter was a student? Okay. 2 shooters? I didn't hear that. Really? There were 2 shooters? I had not heard that yet. Well, that's definitely a bad sign. People trying to go all Klebold on them, aren't they? That's terrible. And of course, as usual, the social media reaction is just overwhelmingly all about gun control and all the opposition and the back and forth that dominated yesterday afternoon. You couldn't even get an edge in, you couldn't even find out what was going on in the actual incident. Everybody just automatically started talking about gun control and everything else. Oh, you were muted, Midwest. All right. Yeah, mute. Is that what we call it? Is shadow ban a mute? Is that what you call it? Oh, yeah, you can mute somebody, yeah, so you don't have to Don't have to deal with them. Don't have to deal with their ilk. LS, you don't want to sound conspiratorial, but you're afraid shootings might go up. That's always the fear, isn't it? It seems like it happens every election cycle. And I wouldn't say that necessarily the incidents go up, but the media coverage goes up. The media hype and immediate gravitation towards any unfortunate event is grabbed a hold of and immediately manipulated and promoted for their agenda that they might have, you know. Seems to be the way things go. It's not so much that there's more incidents, but the media spins them so much quicker and grabs a hold of them. Especially in this days of social media, it doesn't take long to promote it and get it out. Hey, Tactical Tony, what's going on? How hot is it down there? You roasting yet or what? Kind of odd how pot's legal. Yeah, Christina, the Colorado thing is definitely something up with the kids, though. It's not so much an economic thing or whatever. Are you in Texas, Christina? Why would you leave Texas for Nevada? I'm not sure that would be a good, solid choice. If you're worried about Texas going blue, Nevada's way ahead of Texas in that realm. We are in bad shape in that regard, at least politically. Now, on the ground, physically, it's not that bad. I mean, you're outside the city, you're fine. It's not a, you know, you're outside. I mean, I would even say if you're outside of Vegas or Henderson, or you're outside of, if you're not in the middle of Reno, anywhere, I mean, even the outskirts of Reno are fine with who you have to talk to and converse with and deal with, people-wise, but the loonies have taken over Vegas. Oh, now that we got through the detour and around the whatever that incident was. Oh, you're in San Antonio. Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely get out of San Antonio. Go live with Wes. Wes will set you up. Wasn't Wes talking about buying some property? Now, we got through the detour. Let's get this around here. It was not the way that cut off. Now I got to be in a hurry because now I'm going to be late. I had to get gas and take a detour. That's not cool. I have to put it in overdrive here. Let's get the view going. We're going to get the lag going here. We got to go with the underpass this time. Hey, what's up, Saints and Sappers? Kofebe. Are you wondering, Angel? Angel, I'm thinking that there won't be. I don't think it's going to come to that. It's just brinksmanship. Not by the end of this year, at least. I don't think we will be. Just seeing how things are lining up and who's got the big cards and who doesn't. Like, it's all smoke and mirrors and people beating their chest for right now. For this year, at least. Of course, I could be wrong. All it takes is one little misstep by anybody and things change quick. But the way the chess pieces are going, there's not going to be a major throwdown by the end of this year, I don't think. It's going to take a little bit longer than that. There we go. That's a little bit better. It's much nicer. They're sending Christina. Where are those troops going though? They're not going into Venezuela. They just on ships or something. Well, I guess they're probably already there. They probably somebody's there advising Guaido with the CIA and everybody else. I guess you would have to say that happened. Same thing as last time, we lost connection. That's kind of weird. They must have done something to the cell towers, because there's no reason to lose a connection right there on this end of the valley. Where did you hear those troop deployment numbers, Christine? That's just kind of odd. If the Marines are going to go down, it would be like 5,000 strong. Really, seems like they would send them strong and make a presence off the coast or something like that in the area more so than deployment numbers. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't make sense. That dog's getting big, huh? Is it eating out of house and home yet, Tony? Thinking of intermission music? Like because of the situation. Duro's main people and who's standing beside him. So he's got a lot of support, that's for sure. Standing by, Tony, you waiting to get some work or whatever? You just at work hanging out? Or what? You're working nights, right? Your sleep time, Tony. I don't think Tommy Boy's checked in. I was going to ask him if he's bought any more silver. See what the market's doing again today after the last 2 days. The market's getting their butt kicked. Hey, what's up, Quasar? What? No way, Quasar. Did he say that on his channel? Where did you hear that? He was like one of the main dudes up there. Like he was up on the totem pole. Wow, that's surprising that he would lose his job over that. He put a video out about it? Seriously. That's crazy. Lagging it out. He was setting himself up pretty well though to quit anyway. I mean, it wasn't like he was he was living in his RV and stuff, so he was prepping to live the minimalist lifestyle as best he could anyway, it seemed like. So maybe it worked out for the best. I did not hear that. That gum. Now I can't go see him. I don't know where he is now. That's a shame. Maybe he'll finally move out of California. Maybe that was the only thing tying down there. That, well, he's got his kids too, though. I imagine he might want to hang around with them for a little bit. Their situation. But that gum, I have to go back. I have to go. Is it on? Is that? Is that video, Quasar? Is that on YouTube or is it on the Patreon? I guess I'll go find it on the YouTube. Okay, it is on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, I just just commented on one of his videos yesterday. I check in on him every now and then, but I don't watch every one. But I didn't know that he got turned out. That's crazy. I mean, I guess in a position he's in, they can fire him for cause or whatever. It's not like they have to give cause or whatever. But if he was a protected snowflake class, he could probably sue him, but he'll probably just move on. Well, hopefully that works out all right. I mean, he'll probably have to move though if he wants to get more work, or he might have enough stashed away to ride it out for a while and just live the prepper lifestyle, off grid and everything. Just live large like that. He was doing pretty good, it seemed. If he could ever get his house back, would be best. Get that crazy lady out of there. Yeah, you gotta wonder, you know, or something like that happens, you gotta wonder how it really came about, you know? Like who was the real leaker and what's the agenda, because you would think somebody that watches videos wouldn't say anything, or at least get him off the radar. That's the way to do it. You just got to have the right person. And the powers that be club go and say this and this to the employer, I guess. But man, I didn't think it was that. But he got shut down because of his videos, not so much because of he's a prepper, right? More so because of his, he was on YouTube doing videos, right? Because where John lives is full of preppers. that's one thing. It's state of Jefferson is stock full of. Maybe John can up and move on with Jay Sparks. I don't know if Sparks is still with us. Maybe Sparks can have him share his lot over there and move next door or something. Then they get their well done. His employer seen the videos and let him go? Yeah, Christine, I think you're right about that. His channel was doing so good on YouTube and on Patreon that he's probably making a decent amount of side hustle money. You know, it's not, it'll pay a couple bills at least. It's not going to cover a house payment, but it probably covers a couple other things, which is cool. He was working on all that stuff, and I think that was his whole intention, was to get out of that job, the regular JOB, and make your side hustle your main hustle, right? Isn't that the main goal of everybody? If I need to find my side hustle. Other than goats. Goats aren't much of a side hustle. If anybody's thinking about doing that. Hey, what's up, Stan Ulch? No, it wasn't his business, Stan. It was, he worked as an employee, but he wasn't the owner. But he was pretty high up in the decision-making chain, I'm pretty sure. Or whichever. Yeah, right, Saints? I'm pretty sure he was stocking up as much as he could. I don't think he had any shortages. His biggest problem was that he didn't have a main property to store stuff, so how much he could actually store was probably limited. Unless he had a storage unit put away, because the crazy lady kicked him out of his house. thanks for that, Quasar. I didn't know that. That's he's not too far from here, so it was always one of those things in the back of my mind to drop by and see him, or if he ever came down this way, across this way. We'd know he was in the AO, but hey. Yeah, right, Stan, you'd think some litigation would be in order, but he's not a protected class. You know? You got to be in one of those special snowflake classes to get lawsuits going and stuff like that. Nobody will probably take up his cause. Plus, depending on what his contract said, probably doesn't help. I'm sure if it was ability to, he'd probably sue him out of business if he had the ability to. Yeah, Saints, definitely, that's where I would go. As long as he's got enough saved up, got that camper, we'll just roll out of California at least and move on down the highway, you know. But he's in Jefferson. It's not terrible up there, but you do have overbearing regulations. Snow is almost off Peavine, that Native American lore there, that mountain straight ahead of you, is that when the snow's off that's when you plant. But the snow's not quite off. We get to planting anyway. And we should be good on frost days and stuff. If anything did come across, we can just cover it up, you know. Shouldn't be no hard freezes coming. That's the old Native American lore, is that when the snow's off the mountain, that's when you plant any of your needed garden items. Now, the mentality of Jefferson's a lot different, Christina. You'd probably be surprised. It is Northern California. Jefferson is a different place than Southern California or even Central California. It is much different in the mentality of the last 5-6 years. The mentality there is completely different. They are ready to go their own way, which is good. But that's actually elected county commissioners. You know, I guess you call the political class of those areas are supported by the people, and they're all on board with getting out of California the most peaceful means possible. But of course, Californians don't like that because there's a ton of water and a ton of money that comes out of those natural resources up there. Saints, when Nevada falls to the commies, the Confederation will need you back. I think if it goes that bad, I think we'll form up the state of Jefferson out here, Saints. It'll be Northern California and Northern Nevada against Southern California and Southern Nevada. It'll be just kind of the opposite of the Confederation of the South, though. The North will actually be the good side. You know what I'm saying? Is that High Pocket? Hey, what's up, High Pocket? Thanks for checking in. Driver instruction. Was Quasar talking bad about my driving? day around here. We'll get to the other side of town here too this morning. If you want to see the rest of it. Most of the time we've turned off by now. You don't think John's in California? Well, we lagged out again. That's all about. What did you have to abandon? I never heard of a well regulation like that, Sparks. That's crazy. 160 acres. Do a well? Like, how does that work? I mean, everybody gets wells on property. I don't understand why you'd have a problem getting a well on a piece of property. Like, what kind of madness they got going on out there, but okay. Do what you gotta do, I guess, Sparks, you know? Are you looking at selling it and finding something else, or what? Hey Sparks, did you hear us talking about John the Prepared Mind? I told him he should come over and live with you if he has to get out of California. Sparks, you think that well rule is tied to mining at all? You think the mines might have got some county ordinance passed or something to keep water rights tightened up? That's the only thing that makes sense to me, is the water rights issues going around, and the mines have so many that they use that they had the county clamp down. But of course, when you have it above 160 acres, the mines, that doesn't affect them, so they get their way with what they want to do. It's interesting thoughts there. Oh, you think it's tied to the ranching? Oh, that'd be probably a really old ordinance then. On the north side of town. Quick and easy, the way it should be. It's like we'll still make it, even after have to get gas and take a detour, still gonna make it on time, which is always good. Lots of springs up there, Sparks. Right on. Is it maybe it's something where you have to purchase a water right before even getting a well. Yeah. All right, folks. We're gonna be departing the pattern here. Thanks everybody for checking in. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for the info. We'll see you on another time. But y'all be good. We'll see you back on the interwebs here. Oh, of course, there's a stuck between here and there. All right, y'all have a good day. We'll talk to you later. Live free.